Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment. Game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before. Soccer fans, and National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment.
Joe Ruiz, and number 22, Abu Diallo. Starters for Met Oval Academy. In goal, 00, Costi Christodoulou. Number 4, Matt Iriarte. Number 5, Andy Kasha. Number 7, Balti Saunders. Number 8, Anatole Tober. Number 9, Nelson Reynoso. Number 10, Carlos Villa. Number 12, TJ Bernard. Number 15, Javier Gonzalez. 16, Andrea de Blasio. And number 17, Alexander Oleshko. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Flags that way. Pleasantries have been exchanged. Anthem has taken place. So the only thing left is soccer time in Frisco, Texas. It's the League for Clubs national semifinals taking place at the Toyota Soccer Complex. And we are bringing it to you live. As Tulsa Athletic takes on the #1 seed, Metropolitan U23. I'm Zach Arnold, excited to be on the call for this national semifinal match on what has become a breezy early evening in North Texas. Hopefully that should offset some of the warm temperatures, as we have had a heat index nearing 100 degrees Fahrenheit in certain parts of the Metroplex. We can only hope that the physical heat matches the emotional heat of these two teams looking to play in the championship match this coming Saturday. Starters were introduced pre-game, but just in case you weren't able to hear, for Met U23 out of Queens, New York, their facility celebrating 100 years this year, opening in 1925. Team manager said to just call the man in goal, Costi. 00s, Constantino in goal for Metropolitan. In the order that it was presented to me, #8, Anatol Tober, gets the start at just 16 years of age. #16, Andrea DiBiasio. #5, Andy Kasha. #7, Baltazar Saunders. #10, Carlos Villa. #15, Javier Gonzalez. #4, Matthew Iriarte. #9, Nelson Reynoso. #17, Alexander Oleshko. And #12, Theodore Bernard rounds out the starting 11 as Tulsa Athletic gets to kick things off to start this national semifinal. Tulsa Athletic in the white and yellow, the pure whites for the home Metropolitan. As the whistle blows in Tulsa's favor. This will be 17, Jonathan Harris. That'll send it to the far side. His teammates in goal, #1, Bryson Reed. #22, Abu Diallo. #3, Aiden Ussery. #18, Boti Benazer. #15, Brandon O'Rourke. #2, Kieran Winters. #10, Eric Diaz. #5, Francisco Lopez. Right on cue, Lopez with it as he tries to send it back to the middle. Off the foot of #7, Jonathan Morgan. And #21, Joseph Ruiz rounds out the starting 11 for Tulsa. This comes all the way back to Bernard, and he'll send it back to goal with Costi. As Tulsa pressing early in the first few minutes of the match. Saunders with it. And the little push will be in the Mets' favor. Pass ahead and a steal in the 17-on-17 matchup. Harris able to send it away, but it comes right back to Oleshko. Extra pass might have been a bit too much as Tulsa fights for possession at midfield. And it will be a Tulsa throw-in on the far side. letting it go out of play will be number 7, Morgan, and it'll be a throw in for Metropolitan. Near side throw in for Tulsa. Looks like Francisco Lopez getting ready to throw it in. Gets it into Morgan. Quickly picked away. A single touch there by Bernard will send it back to the feet of Tulsa, but a quick interception creates a brief moment of drama. And a clean slide tackle there by Diallo. Quickly intercepted there by Villa on the long toss. And just missing it out of play. We'll call that a shot. Valiant effort there on the pursuit by Oleshko. Was not to be, and it'll be a goal kick for Tulsa. Single tap to the middle. Ends up at the feet of O'Rourke. Kasha will send it far side. High octane offense for a Metropolitan club that, according to the team's squad, he finished with a plus 24 goal differential, 37-13 margin. The most important differential, though, was the 1-0 win against Atlantic City FC that pushed them into this semifinal match here in Frisco. Off the head and over the crossbar, another valiant effort that is just a couple of feet away. You can see that high-octane offense trying to find the back of the net early in this match. Villa on the defense. Play is stopped as a conversation is had with Tulsa's number 5, Lopez. Devasio a little slow to get up for the number 1 seed, Metropolitan. Ten wins, just 1 loss and 1 draw on the season for this U23 squad. Winner of this match will face either Napa Valley or FC Dallas's U23 in the final on Saturday. Back to the top with the 16-year-old Anatol Tober. By Metropolitan's claims, easily the youngest player in this semifinals here in Frisco. Already had his name called a couple of times in this match. Looking for Diallo, and it'll get scooped up instead by Costi. And 0-0 a little slow to get up there. Good defensive pursuit there as Johnny Morgan tries to close the gap, forces an errant pass. Picked up there by Tulsa. They'll send it into the box. Shot on goal, a foot over the crossbar. This will be Diaz on the approach for the first corner of the evening for Tulsa. Quickly headed away, and it will result in a throw-in instead. Nobody in the vicinity to retrieve that one. Started very warm this afternoon during our setup, but there is a little bit of shade behind us to the west. Unfortunately, not much of it on the pitch for the players, both of them wearing lighter colors this afternoon. Tulsa currently moving north to south, left to right on your video screen, right to left for Metropolitan, south to north here in Frisco, Texas. Headed away before Diallo could get to it. Tries to split the defense and cannot. Decent recovery though, as Metropolitan trying to get out of the corner. So far not having much luck. Diallo with the interception. Press and a deflection at the last possible second. Getting a piece of that was the 16-year-old Tober. And Tulsa continues to be on the attack here with their second corner. All the way out to Lopez, looking for a soft spot in the middle. They'll elect to come near side. Call to drive as Lopez brings it forward. Trying to come near side before it goes out of play. And they cannot. After a couple of early shots by Metropolitan, time of possession the last few moments being won here by Tulsa. Training staff is being called for an injured player out on the pitch. And a call from both near sidelines near our broadcast area to try to get some water while the opportunity presents itself. Temperatures hovering around 100 degrees Fahrenheit, with the sun beating down on us here at Toyota Soccer Park. Tulsa, one of the first 5 inaugural members of the League for Clubs when the league was first announced, and have made it all the way to the national semifinals. 7 wins, 1 draw, 3 loss, and a 14 positive goal differential. 26-12 says their squaddy account. Central Region champions after a 4-1 win versus Peak 11 FC out of Colorado. Mid-America Conference champions before becoming Central Region champions, making their way here to Frisco. And then before becoming an inaugural 5 member of the League for Clubs, they won a national championship with a different league back in 2023. So they are no strangers to winning ways. They can make deep runs in these summer postseasons. Coming up at the conclusion of this match, we'll take a short break and then right back on the National Soccer Network. We will have semifinal number 2 played between Napa Valley 1839 and FC Dallas's U23 squad. Play resumes with a Met possession.
Meet me whenever you're ready, okay? Just whenever you're ready.
Pass ahead to Carlos Villa, just a bit too strong. Also chasing it was Jonathan Harris. After being 10-2 on the sidelines, Francisco Lopez re-entering for Tulsa Athletic. Lob down wing, a bit too strong for Diallo there, but Tulsa looking to retain possession, and that foul committed against Devasio will result in a Metropolitan possession. Free kick on the near side here. all the way down that far side, hoping that Oleshko can catch up to it, fight for possession, and it will go in Tulsa's favor. Reed will send it to midfield. And a very quick throw in on that far side there. Diallo leaps over an opponent. And the whistle blows. With an intimate environment such as what we have here at the Toyota Soccer Center, you have to communicate. And a yellow card, the first one of the match, is going to be issued with a free kick for Tulsa. As Diallo had a clean look, and then it was very promptly taken away from him. Diallo still being tended to. Awaiting confirmation on exactly who the yellow is against, but it will be a free kick for Tulsa. Due to the heat conditions here in Frisco, we will be getting hydration breaks throughout the course of both semifinal matches. And a clean save there. Trying to go upper near post. And Costi said, not today. A lot of communication on the Tulsa sideline about when to press the defense. And it results in their possession. Winters with it on the near side, trying to dribble away from the pressure. A little too fancy on the pass there, and the single touch will result in possession for Metropolitan. Goes a little too far there as Reed able to pick it up. Tulsa very patiently setting up their throw in as Ruiz gets ready on the near side. Try to send it in closer to goal. Gets headed away before Morgan can catch up to it. Picked up there by Lopez. Ahead to Harris, who's dribbling it to the middle. Tries to find a soft spot in the defense, but no teammate able to catch up to it. Little give and go action there that DeBasio tries to send ahead on the far side. Pass to the middle and caught there. Diving save by Bryson Reed. That allows it to remain a scoreless match here in the first half of the first national semifinal of the league for clubs in Frisco, Texas. Diallo tries to get around the corner. and is unable to. Should be Diaz with the far side corner. Corner kicks definitely favoring Tulsa so far in this first half. Pass ends up at the feet of Metropolitan, and they hit the eject button all the way across midfield. Reed comes all the way out to help reset the offense. Pass middle deflected away and ultimately intercepted. Iriarte looking to come near side. Hesitation on the pass to Bernard. It'll go back to Iriarte. Via up to Devasio. The lob to the far side off of the chest. And now Metropolitan with numbers. And it gets sent away there. Looked like that might have been number 3, Aiden Ussery, on the defense there for Tulsa. Now Iriarte getting set for far side corner. And he'll come short side with it. No whistle blows, and it'll end up at the feet of O'Rourke as he tries to take it upfield. Dribbles away from defense. Up the far side with numbers. And it'll get taken away by Iriarte. Nice job on number 4 catching up to that one before the extra pass could be attempted. Ahead looking for Oleshko. No luck there as Reed able to clean it up. Reed splits the 2 strikers and sends it across midfield. Just missing the header there was Ussery. Extra pass, and it gets sent away. Looking ahead for Diallo. Pass deflected away. Johnny Morgan looking for possession. Nice little spin by O'Rourke. Possession back to Metropolitan. Bringing it all the way across the pitch is Tulsa before they finally bring it across midfield. Looking ahead for Morgan in the corner. Tries to pass it to the middle. Diallo shakes one defender, and his shot is deflected. He'll get it right back. Some nifty footwork before he finally sends it far side. Looking for the far corner, and the crosser does not have a teammate to catch up to it. Morgan will have it on the near corner. Sends it up to Lopez. And that one will get headed away. Looks like Tober might have gotten a piece of that one for Metropolitan.
Not yet, not yet. Don't go. Now go ahead, Nano. Go ahead. Que no juega, Nano.
That was Winters with it in the middle, trying to send it further in. Unsuccessfully though, and it will go back. The Met Oval Academy out of Queens, New York. Northeast Region champions. A 1-0 victory in that Northeast Regional Championship in order to send them from Queens, New York to Frisco, Texas. I imagine quite a sharp contrast in weather conditions. Tulsa only about a 3 to 4 hour drive from the Frisco area. Weather conditions very similar. A much deeper bench for Metropolitan though. Just 2 reserves listed for Tulsa here this afternoon. Very likely the 11 on the field will see a majority of the minutes, unless dire circumstances say otherwise. And that will result in our first hydration break of the evening. Scoreless here in the first half, though not without opportunities for both teams. Met Oval Academy with a couple of shots in the first 10 minutes of the match, and then a lot of time of possession being won by Tulsa in the most recent 10 minutes. But both men in goal doing their job. Bryson Reed for Tulsa, and the player lovingly known as Costi in goal for Met Oval. We'll take a short break as well. While they get hydrated, we'll rehydrate as well and continue with the national semifinals in just a moment. Action resumes in this national semifinal of the League for Clubs between Tulsa Athletic and Met Oval U23. Over a half an hour elapsed in this first half, still scoreless between these two clubs, fighting for an opportunity to play in the championship match on Saturday. Iriarte's pass off the mark, and it'll go back to Tulsa as Morgan tries to bring it up. Diaz with it, looking for the extra pass, and he will take a tumble just on the south side of the donut. It'll be a free kick. Quickly back to action goes Tulsa as they look to press the advantage. Winters restarting play. Intercepted pass, looking for Morgan in the corner. Catching up to it is Javier Gonzalez. Only a slow deterrent, though, as it'll be a throw-in for Tulsa. Winters on the reception, taking it up the far side. Slide tackle there by Javi Gonzalez, but it will stay with Tulsa. All the way near side now to Lopez, as he'll bring it back to midfield. Picked up there by Harris. Oleshko looking for help, tries to come middle. Now sends it all the way near side. And that one's going to get tapped away. Reed able to get to it before the header could be attempted. Kasha will send it near side. Trying to put it in place is Devasio. It'll come back to him as they look to swing it back around. Kasha. Some solid defense there on Iriarte. The press by Brandon O'Rourke will force a throw-in. Carlos Villa. Back to Villa. A little give and go action on the near side here. As they finally send it middle to Kasha, looking to work it around. Trying to squeeze it into the right place. And it is just wide of the goal. Some beautiful placement on the pass. Just could not quite catch up to it and put it where it needed to be. One of the best looks that Met Oval Academy has had. And that one will go wide of everything. And over the hill and likely into one of the other soccer fields here at the complex. Both semifinals, consolation match and championship match, will be played here at this field. A reminder that immediately after the conclusion of this semifinal, a brief warm-up period, and then Napa Valley 1839 will take on FC Dallas U23. They will face the winner of this match. Currently scoreless here in the first half. though not without opportunities for both sides. Morgan looks to dribble it up to midfield. Tries to turn the corner, not much luck as he hits the ground. And it will be a Tulsa throw in off of Met Oval Academy. Trainer officially called for to tend to Morgan. As players look for every opportunity to stay hydrated. Currently 97 with a heat index of right at 100 degrees here in Frisco, Texas.
Fans, don't forget to go to theleaguefc.com to find up-to-date results, standings, check out club profiles, and much, much more at theleaguefc.com. The league is proud to partner with Select as our official game ball provider. You can visit select-sport.com to purchase your own Select Tempo TV, which is the same ball that's being used tonight for this national semifinal matchup.
Play set to resume with Harris on the throw in on the near side for Tulsa. They'll come back to Harris as he shakes one defender and looks to come back middle. Iriarte on the defense. And ultimately it will go back to Met Oval. Tober resetting the offense.
Just give a minute, yeah.
Bernard to Tober as the offense looks to make its way across midfield. Extra pass comes middle, 17 on 17 as Oleshko doing battle with Harris. Bernard looking to make his way through the yellow kits and cannot. And that one will go off of Iriarte as he and Abu Diallo contend for possession. Throw in near side to Harris as he sends it across the far side of the pitch. Saunders with the pass along the far side.
As soon as that adrenaline settles, he's not gonna be.
Looking to come near side. This will be Villa with it on the near side.
No, I need the pass. Yeah.
Diallo, double teamed, trying to maintain possession. And it'll go back to the feet of Kasha as he sends it around the horn. Out of play and back to Tulsa as we inch ever closer to intermission here in the first national semifinal of the league for clubs. And we will get an official substitution. Jonathan Morgan has been substituted out for Hugh Pham, number 20, in for number 7. Morgan was tended to on the sidelines by the training staff, and by our understanding may be entering concussion protocol. We'll provide updates as available. However, training staff and coaching staff and league administrators all checking in on him. That's the intimate nature of the league for clubs, with a players first mentality, taking care of number 7's health of the utmost importance. So 2-0 Hugh Pham now into the match on the near side. This one will come down to Bernard. That attempt way too high. A couple of yards over the crossbar into the other field. Probably not the cleanest look that Met Oval has had this first half. As Reed now directing traffic late in this first half. Looking for Abu midfield. The header sends it across. Looking for the flag. They do not get it, and it comes back to Reed. Very quickly tossing it far side. Picked up there by Usry. And the whistle blows right on the stripe in Tulsa's favor. Harris about to be double teamed, able to spin out of trouble and get it down to Lopez. Lopez back to Harris. Pass about to be intercepted. Fight for possession is won there as O'Rourke comes up with it, sends it further across. Coaching staff calling for it to head to Abu. Right now on the far corner. And possession going to be left there for Metropolitan. Bernard will restart things just long enough for the halftime whistle to blow. A scoreless first half in the first national semifinal of the league for clubs. Your score at the break: Tulsa Athletic 0, Metropolitan Oval Academy U23 also 0. We're going to take a break and come back for the second half in just a little while. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and the semifinals will be back after this.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today. Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today.
Welcome back to the national semifinal of the League for Clubs. Semifinal number 1 between Metropolitan Oval Academy and Tulsa Athletic. A scoreless first half as we flip the fields. And early into this match, there was some tough pressure there by Met U23 and some quick pressure applied here in the early stages of the second half as well, as offside is called there. Met Oval Academy now moving from north to south. South to north for Tulsa Athletic as we resume action. Little tug of the jersey goes uncalled, and it will go out of play. Looked like Tober and possibly O'Rourke fighting for possession there. Bernard will bring it up that far side. Abu Diallo will get the friendly whistle. Offense very clearly tries to run through Diallo as best they can. So far, Met Oval Academy has been able to successfully keep him off the score sheet, along with the rest of the squad. O'Rourke with the pass deeper into Diaz. Diaz tries to shake the defense, sending it to the opposite post, and it gets picked up there by Costi. Off the side of his foot, doesn't clear it nearly as much as he hoped to, and it'll take a Tulsa bounce. Number 9 for the Met Oval Academy, Nelson Reynoso with the near side throw in. He'll give it to Gonzalez.
That's fine, that's fine, that's fine.
Anatol Tober helps send it around. And Abu Diallo with some pressure so that no passes are made easy. And the pass is picked off there. Diaz with it, trying to get past the defense. Diaz trying to outrun everybody. And it will get cleared away by Tober as he's able to catch up, but it will result in a corner for Tulsa. That interception by Diaz will give Tulsa Athletic their first set piece of the second half. This will be Diaz getting ready to send it in. And it gets headed away. Try to bring it right back in, deflected away by Costi. Communication there between a couple of Tulsa teammates as Ussery comes up with it, sends it down to Diaz. Diaz presses the line and has his pocket picked. Bolte Benazer tries to keep it on this half, and it will go out of play. Passes off target. Intended that time for Reynoso. Probably off of the side of the foot a little bit more than intended. And it'll go back to Tulsa. O'Rourke will send it all the way back via Benezer. Bounces off of the foot of Diaz. O'Rourke. And now the weighted pass ahead to Diaz. Does he stay onside? He does. Trying to shake a defender. Shot and just inches away. Tried to send it all the way across, and it went about 6 inches too far. Diaz with quite possibly the best look of the match, and it is just off target. Throw-in goes to the foot of Winters, and he has his pocket picked. Fighting back for it is Harris, trying to keep it away on that far side. Looks like Devasio, 16. Tober content to send it down to Gonzalez, back and forth between 15 and 8 as they try to find the soft spot in the Tulsa defense. Bernard finally sends one in, quickly gets poked away. Fight for possession is won by the Met Oval Academy as it goes to the near corner for Reynoso. Tries to shake the defense, and it ends up at the foot of Benezer. And right in front of our broadcast booth. Literally caromed off of our broadcast table that's ground level. Broadcasters with a coach's eye view. You, the viewers, with the bird's eye view. Zach Arnold on the call. And up in the crow's nest, my pops Doug Arnold, bringing you this evening's semifinal action. Stoppage of play to go 10 to number 10, Eric Diaz. Very, very slow to get up. Quite possibly a little too winded after that breakaway attempt moments ago. With the temperatures hovering around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. This is a common occurrence as we fight to keep our players hydrated and safe. Even with championship aspirations on the line. There are two more clubs with championship hopes that are playing immediately after this one. We'll take a brief, very brief break as they get ready to warm up. But it will be Napa Valley 1839 FC, champions from out west, against the local product, FC Dallas U23. Fans, be sure to check out the League FC for all your related league needs, whether that be statistics, standings, updates, player bios and information, anything you may need to dive deeper into the information available about the league of clubs. 4 clubs. Live from Toyota Soccer Center. National semifinal number 1. A scoreless match between Tulsa Athletic and the Met Oval Academy U23 squad. Both teams with opportunities, both keepers doing their job so far. The Oval in Queens, New York, I was told, is celebrating its 100th anniversary. The Oval Academy owns the rights to the venue they play at up in Queens. One of the longest running, if not the longest running, soccer facility in the area, celebrating 100 years. Conversations right in front of the PA table and the broadcast booth as Diaz getting tended to by the training staff, coaching staff, league administrators. And we get ready for live action to resume. Bryson Reed getting ready to resume action for Tulsa. And after getting clearance from the training staff, Diaz makes his way back onto the pitch for Tulsa. With only one other substitute on the bench available, Diaz's presence is needed here in this second half. Pass ahead for Saunders. Shakes and bakes, looking for a crease, and that crease is quickly closed as Tulsa with a pick and the whistle. And we'll be getting a substitution from Met Oval Academy U23. This will be number 11, Chris Sullivan, subbing in for 16, Devasio. So Sullivan now in for Devasio. As we come up on nearly 60 minutes of gameplay. Sullivan already with a touch and already has his pocket picked. Slide tackle there by Iriarte, and it helps maintain possession for Met Oval Academy. He'll come near side looking for Reynoso. Reynoso dribbles his way through traffic. Shot and goal! Baltazar Saunders has been leading the club in goals all season, and he delivers the first goal of the match here in the second half.
Hey, let's go, come on. Goal officially in the 60th minute for number 7, Balti Saunders.
Officially recorded in the 60th minute. 2/3 of this game complete. And the scoreless tie is finally broken. Balti Saunders makes it a 1-0 advantage in the 60th minute. Saunders with the pass. It'll come down to Kasha. Kasha looking for the new substitute, Sullivan. He's got it in the far corner. One defender shaken. Pass deflected away. Shot goes wide. Little extra help there from Bolti Benazer. Two players on that opposite post doing their best to make sure that momentum does not swing too far in the Met Oval Academy's favor, although breaking the ice definitely giving them the advantage. Whistle is blown before the goal hits the back of the net. That one will not be awarded. It'll stay a 1-0 match. And Tulsa looking to try to regain some of their time of possession momentum that they had in the first half. You hear the coaching staff from the Met Oval Academy U23 sideline saying, now we keep it, as they look for Reynoso. A blind pass that gets picked off there. Offside is the call as the flag goes up on the near sideline. That will go back to Tulsa. Aiden Ussie looking for Abu. Taken away there by Kasha. Iriarte will send it back to try to reset things and maintain possession. Pass intercepted before Oleshko could get to it. Substitution there. Don't know if you heard that over the PA announcement. 18, Mateo Betulu. Checking in for number 10, Carlos Villa. Betulu in for Villa. Second substitution of the half for the Met Oval Academy. Hugh Pham substituted in for Jonathan Morgan late in the first half for Tulsa. Back to Bernard. A couple of single touch action as they elect to bring it all the way back to midfield. Started far side, now electing to come near side, looking in the direction of the new substitute. That's Betulu. Tries to send it middle, And it gets taken away. Diallo with some insights. And being this close to the benches gives us the opportunity to hear some of the communication and collaboration that goes on much better than what you might get from a press box. As Aiden Ussery now a little slow to get up after the slide tackle. Quickly being helped up there by his teammate, Kieran Winters. As Tulsa gets ready to resume action with a throw in on the near side. Diaz will drop it off for Harris. Did not see anybody down deep that he wanted to give it to, so he will now leave it for Ussery. Looking for Diallo, he was tightly covered there. Diaz trying to call for it on the near side, but every time Diallo touches it, he's got somebody glued to him. Ussery trips, falls, and gets the whistle. Winters with it now. On the approach. Diaz, the near side option. He will try to poke it middle, and it gets cleared away. Goes over the head of the sub, Pham. But the Med Oval Academy sends it out of play, and it'll be a throw in. And it comes all the way back to goal. Coming near side to Ussery. And it will stay with Tulsa. Quick throw in to Winters. Looks for the cross over the head of everybody. Again, too tall for Pham, number 20. Deflected by Metropolitan, so it'll be a corner kick for Tulsa. Header deflected away. It'll stay Tulsa possession and just be a throw in on this near side. Ussery will leave it. 18, Boti Benazer. The long throw and the high lob. And it does get cleared away. Not quite able to catch up to it is Iriarte. And now two more substitutions coming in for Med Oval Academy U23. Carlo Brown, number 21, subbing in.
Substitutions for Med Oval Academy in the 71st minute. Number 21, Carlo Brown, and
Kasha
Justin Blanco
coming off as Justin Blanco comes in for him. So that's Blanco for Kasha and Brown for Oleshko. Fourth sub of the match for Met Oval Academy. Trying to bring in some fresh legs late in this semifinal. They hold on to a 1-0 advantage. This one will come middle, and Diaz's attempt is deflected. Ben-Nezer with a laser that gets caromed off of a couple of defenders. If he had had a lane, that might have gone in. Training staff definitely earning their paycheck this semifinal match, as players with hydration issues, cramping issues, exertion issues, everything that you could expect from summertime in Texas. Texas heat and humidity catches up to players at some point or another with a pace like what we've had here in this first semifinal. Fans, a reminder, approximately 1 hour from now, Napa Valley 1839 FC versus FC Dallas's U23 squad here at the Toyota Soccer Center. That match will also be live streamed on the National Soccer Network, a proud partner of the League for Clubs. Near side corner kick coming up for Tulsa. That header is sent away, but it'll stay possession Tulsa. That one gets cleared away. Trying to go back post, could not. Nobody there at the time of the weighted pass. Patiently waiting for play to be signaled to resume. As Tulsa now playing the press as we draw later into this semifinal match. Giving chase there is Sullivan. Not quite able to catch up to it. And no whistle will be blown, much to the chagrin of the Tulsa faithful that made the trip. Betulu loses it. And that's Tober keeping it on this half of midfield. Picked up there by Diaz. Trying to play with pace. Making sure that Diallo's not offside, and he will be. And the official signals for players to take a hydration break. We'll take a short break with them as we try to stay hydrated on this hot semifinal match. The League 4 Clubs National Semifinal match number 1 concludes right after this. Action resumes here at the Toyota Soccer Center between Tulsa Athletic and the Met Oval Academy U23 squad. Tulsa with 7 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw on the season. Central Region and Mid-America Conference champions in order to make it to this Final Four of the League for Clubs. Metropolitan with 10 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, according to their squaddy profile. Northeast Region champions out of Queens, New York, defeated Atlantic City FC by a very similar 1-0 score. Their web profile listed Saunders as the team leader in goals scored, and he's got the only goal scored in this match. That's giving them the +1 differential on the scoreboard that could prove the difference. This will be number 18, Batulu, with the throw in on this near side. Fight for possession briefly won by Batulu until the carom will result in a corner. Roughly 80 minutes elapsed here as this one makes its way into the glove of Bryson Reed as he keeps the score what it is, looking for the deep attempt in the direction of Diallo. Abu fighting for possession, and the whistle will get blown in Met Oval Academy's favor. Saunders with the nickname Balti, keeping possession near midfield for Med Oval Academy. And that one just a little bit too wide. About 2 feet away from a 2-0 advantage. A groan of disdain and a sigh of relief depending on who you're cheering for. Gonzalez will clear it away. Fighting for it there is Brown. It'll come back to goal and again being contested. And the steal is successful. Brown with it. Trying to leave it for Sullivan. And it'll go out of play. Far side corner for Med Oval Academy. Looks like Sullivan will be sending it in. Header tries to come back middle and it'll go wide of everything and it'll go back to Tulsa. Looked like Carlo Brown may have been the intended target on the opposite post. Just a unsuccessful carom as Abu tries to leave it now. Down deep in the direction of Ussery. Abu tries to shake a defender. Shot and a goal! In the 84th minute, Abu Diallo ties it up for Tulsa. And we have a brand new soccer match off of the late offensive dramatics as Diallo finds the opposite post and the back of the net. It's 1 apiece in the national semifinal. That attempt there by Francisco Lopez, unsuccessful into the waiting arms of Costi. Should this score stay what it is, we will have 15 minutes of extra time to try to settle this one up. And the deflection there and the valiant effort by Reed to keep it in play. But it will be a corner. Which means our second semifinal match would be delayed just a little bit. Which is exactly what you want if you're a fan of competitive semifinal soccer. Header away, and it gets cleared out of trouble. No whistle as Ussery is giving everything he's got to try to win possession back for Tulsa. And he will be a little slow to get up, as Met Oval Academy has the advantage. Play will continue for the moment. Ussery is back up under his own power, and now will take back to the ground there as the training staff heads out to tend to him. Ussery got up to be able to play defense if needed, and then as soon as the ball went out of play, went back down again. Coaching staff, training staff, teammates, officials, all checking in on number 3. Hydration opportunities coming in as available, as some of the players trying to keep their fluids in their system. A lot of exertion taking place, a lot of effort, which is exactly what you hope for in a national semifinal. Resuming play, Tulsa possession. Able to find a way to tie the match up at 1 apiece. Saunders looking for the extra pass. Betsulu. And now a whistle will be blown.
No talking. No talking. Sit down. No
He's
talking.
talking to me first. You tell him. He said something first.
Hey, coach, sit.
Foul called on the slide tackle as Aiden Ussery comes back onto the pitch. Training staff now coming to tend to Boti Benazer. As players begin to assemble on the sidewalks just behind the team benches. And the sun begins to set behind us. Sunset officially set for 8:33 local time. Little over a half an hour away. The second semifinal was scheduled to begin at approximately 8:30. That, of course, will be subject to change depending on the extra time that may be needed for the conclusion of this semifinal. Play resumes as Boti Benazir unable to walk off of the pitch under his own power. Training staff diligently tending to him. Substituting in for him is number 16, Anthony Young. Anthony Young checking into the match. Off of the hands and grabbed by Bryson Reed. As they look for some late game dramatics. Costi denies that of Abu Diallo, who already has a late match goal. Scoring in the 84th minute, answering the goal scored by Baltazar Saunders in the 60th minute. That is where we find ourselves as we most likely head to two 15-minute overtime periods here in Frisco, Texas. Both teams trying to find a way to avoid that and press their offense in these final moments. Reed with a weighted pass all the way to the far corner. And the crosser is cut off. Abu picks it up. About to be double teamed. Tries to leave it off. And does. Usri unable to get to it, and it will get sent out of play. This one will come ahead to Reynoso. And it will get stopped in that lower near corner by Reed. It will remain 1-1 as Eric Diaz now brings it up for Tulsa. Shakes the first defender, trying to make his way up. A crosser in the direction of O'Rourke. O'Rourke with the pass. Trying to go far post and can't connect. It goes about 2 to 3 yards too wide. Pass nearly intercepted there. Recovery by Saunders. But now possession being contested for at every way. Saunders will send it into Blanco, one of the new substitutes. And Blanco elects to come near side with it to Javier Gonzalez. Tober tries to come middle. Finally makes its way all the way to the far side of the pitch with Sullivan. Fighting for possession there. And he will lose it as it makes its way up to O'Rourke. O'Rourke shakes the defender, sends it up in the direction of Abu Diallo. Diallo looking for a crease, cannot find it. The deflection goes back out. And that will do it for regulation here in the first national semifinal of the League 4 clubs. Baltazar Saunders got the scoring going in the second half with a goal in the 60th minute. Tulsa able to answer in the 84th off the foot of Abu Diallo. We will have two 15-minute overtime periods here. And if we remain tied, then we go to penalties. One thing of note, Tulsa has used both of their reserve players due to injury. and have no substitutions remaining. 4 subs have come in for the Met Oval Academy. A 1-1 semifinal match heads to overtime after this. How fitting is it that when you're trying to play for a spot in the championship, of course, you need 30 extra minutes to do so. A scoreless first half, followed by a couple of goals scored in the second half. A 60-minute strike off the foot of Balti Saunders for the Met Oval Academy. And then Abu Diallo with an answer in the 84th minute to bring us to the 1-1 score we have right now. Tulsa now moving north to south. And the Met Oval Academy south to north here at Toyota Soccer Center. That one will come all the way out to midfield for Tober. He'll squeeze it into Iriarte. But Abu ends up with it. Weighted pass, sending it ahead. O'Rourke unable to do anything with it as it goes back to Sullivan on the near side. We continue to reach golden hour here in Frisco, Texas, as the stadium lights come on and we can see the announcements ribbon on the far side opposite of our vantage point. This is Blanco with the fancy footwork, trying to make something happen. Reaches the far corner. Trying to shake a defender and cannot. And that will go back to Tulsa Athletic. Tulsa Athletic with a plus 14 goal differential during their regular season. Total of 7 wins, including a 4-1 victory against Peak 11 FC out of Colorado, in order to make it here to Frisco. Fans, a reminder that 30 minutes after the conclusion of this match, whenever that may be, semifinal number 2 is still to be played here at the Toyota Soccer Center. This one will go to Iriarte as he sends it back to the far side. A lot of back and forth as they try to find a crease in the middle. Abu Diallo with the interception. He's got very little assistance there as he gets double teamed and gets the whistle at midfield. Wisely elected to hold up and wait for assistance rather than try to press the issue on a double team. Ruiz checking in on his teammate as Harris brings it up the near side. Tries to leave it ahead of O'Rourke and leaves it a little too far in front of him, and it will go back to the Med Oval Academy. Hugh Pham on the defense on that near side as Blanco looked to bring it up. He'll have to pass it away as Saunders tries to send it near corner to Sullivan. Sullivan tries to center it, and it'll get taken away. Header back in by Tober, as the number 1 seed looks to keep it on this half of midfield. Pham with the interception. As Lopez sends it all the way back to goal. Makes its way back to Pham, squeezes it through the defense, but nobody waiting for it on the other side, aside from number 8 in white. Iriarte leaves it for Blanco. Blanco to Javi Gonzalez as they continue to poke and prod at the middle of the field. And that one will get sent away by Kieran Winters. O'Rourke picks it up, looking to squeeze it ahead. Can't quite get it to Anthony Young. And Costi sends it back to the other side. Whistle blows, and a yellow gets issued. That push issued by number 4, Matthew Iriarte, guilty of the infraction. So Iriarte will pick up a yellow here in overtime. And he's a little slow to get up. Looks like possibly a calf muscle. Something that has been plaguing a lot of the athletes in this heat of summer in Frisco, Texas. Lopez loses it. It goes back to the Met Oval Academy. This one's ahead to Reynoso. Tries to leave it ahead, and it gets sent away at the last second. Anthony Young with good closing speed. And they will say that it's a corner kick that Chris Sullivan will be sending in. Sullivan sends it in, and it is quickly grabbed by Bryson Reed as he hits the eject button and tries to send it in the direction of Abu. Picked up by Javi Gonzalez. Bernard with it, looking for the pass inside. And that pass will be denied. Hugh Pham tried to catch up to it, but it'll be a throw in for the Oval Academy. And it looks like an offside is going to be called. So possession will actually switch back to Tulsa Athletic. Coming up on the 10th minute of the first 15-minute overtime period before we take a break. And then play another 15. If we remain scoreless, we will go to penalties. Looks like Young fighting for possession there. Young behind the back. Sends it far side. Whistle is blown on the unsuccessful slide tackle. Eric Diaz quick to get up off of the field there. Header goes far side. Tulsa with possession. And the whistle will go in favor of the team in the white kits. Very quickly gets sent ahead there. That's Carlo Brown trying to push. The pass to Sullivan. Looks for a trailer, and it very slowly dribbles up into the waiting arms of Bryson Reed. Took a little bit of an odd angle going away from the direction he was originally shifting, but he's able to recover due to the slow speed. Pass comes to midfield. Pham able to keep it in the field of play and allow Tulsa to reset their offense. That reset will go all the way back to goal as Reed has to send it away. Ends up off of the chest of Diallo. Fighting for possession, and it will get lost as the pass is intercepted. Reynoso is a little slow to get up after fighting for possession with Diallo. And a very, very near miss as a great, great save is made there. Jonathan Harris preventing it from becoming a 2-1 score as Reed was out of position. Corner on the far side, sent in. Header, and retrieved by Reed. O'Rourke trying to take it up the far side there. Sullivan able to head him off and take it away. Unsuccessful slide tackle. It'll stay with Med Oval Academy. And then as soon as that statement is made, it goes out of play. "16-year-old Tober has played the entire match and then some. Well over 100 minutes logged in this semifinal for him. Harris with the takeaway. Blanco takes it away right back. And that attempt over the head of everything. Just a couple of minutes left until the break here. We will take a short hydration break style intermission before the second half of this overtime period resumes. If we remain tied 1-1, approximately 17 minutes of game time from now, we will go to penalties to determine who goes to the League for Clubs final. Crosser headed away there. Harris with a couple of nice defensive moves in the last couple of minutes to keep it a 1-1 score. Diaz running with it, trying to leave it in the far corner. And it'll get scooped up there by Costi, who has not had to do a whole lot in this overtime. Defense been doing its job for him for the most part, as this one heads right to the PA booth out of play. And that will take us to the break between this overtime period. Score is still 1-1. And we've got 15 more minutes of live action to determine who goes to the final. If we can't sort it out then, it's on to penalties. We'll be right back with the League for Clubs semifinal at the Toyota Soccer Center. To the final 15 minutes of live action we go in this national semifinal for the league for clubs. Tulsa Athletic able to get a goal in the 84th minute in order to force this overtime period. Scoreless after the first 15, the score remains 1-1. If we cannot break this deadlock in the next 15 minutes, then the determining factor of who goes to the national championship match will be penalty kicks. Diallo with contact with Gonzalez. And play is immediately stopped under the claim of a head injury for Diallo. Training staff coming out again to check on 22. Scoring the team's only goal this match. With the training staff coming onto the pitch, Diallo will have to step off momentarily as they put him under concussion protocol. Play resumes with possession for Metropolitan and literally 5 seconds of waiting, and Diallo's back on the pitch for Tulsa Athletic. Tulsa now defending the south goal. And the Met Oval Academy defending the north. Balti with the extra look into the corner. Trying to bring it back to him. Saunders with the attempt. That is no good. Diaz will pick it up, send it ahead to O'Rourke. O'Rourke trying to run away with it. He's got Diaz trailing him. O'Rourke, stutter step, shot on goal, deflected. Handball is claimed by the Tulsa bench. They will not get the call. And it'll go back to Met Oval Academy. Past everyone. Abu Diallo elects not to chase that one. And the offense will reset. trying to split the defense, and finally hitting the eject button was, looks like number 21, Joseph Ruiz. Substitution coming in for Met Oval Academy. This is number 6, Malatza, coming in for Iriarte. Roughly 10 minutes left before we head to penalties. Maladza in for Iriarte. Tulsa with the numbers, but those numbers do not matter. Splitting the defense and getting the late dramatics goal. That is number 11, Chris Sullivan with the celebration. Correction on that goal. That is number 6, Maladza. He just subbed in and then comes in and makes a difference. 2-1 here in the second overtime. Met Oval Academy with a 2-1 advantage with just minutes to go. What a substitution as Maladza comes in fresh off of the bench, splits the defense and finds the back of the net to make it 2-1. Slide tackle by Saunders results in a foul called. A yellow is going to be issued to the Tulsa Athletic bench. Asking for a second yellow to be called against number 7, Saunders. And will not get that call and will instead get their own yellow. Substitution coming in for Met Oval Academy. (20 for 21). Kendall Thomas coming in for Carlo Brown.
Substitution for Met Oval Academy, checking into the match, number 20, Kendall Thomas, replacing number 21, Carlo Brown.
So Brown's evening is done as Thomas comes in to try to close it, and Tulsa finds the back of the net. When it's do or die, Tulsa does it.
Hey, B! Come on, baby!
2-2 the score now, as number 2 puts it in the back of the net. Kieran Winters with the goal. Akaki Maladza comes in off the bench and gets the score for Met Oval Academy. And Winters, who has been in since kickoff, makes it to the back of the net. There was some very loud celebration that took place after the Tulsa goal. Some people made it to the pitch that probably should not have been there. Officials clarifying what the course of action was. And we are back to 2-2, all knotted up after an almost immediate equalizer scored by Kieran Winters. Do you love dramatic soccer? These two clubs certainly do. Neither one of them wanting to play in the consolation match on Saturday. That one gets cleared away to force a throw in rather than a corner kick. Tulsa able to briefly head it away. Ended up at the feet of Betulu, who will help reset the offense as the new substitute Kendall Thomas makes his first touch of the evening. To the far side it goes. Approximately 4 minutes to go until penalties, unless somebody can break the tie in the next 240 seconds.
I know, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I got you.
This will be Blanco with it, sending it near side. Betulu with a couple of defenders converging on him. A little give and go action, unsuccessful. Diaz tries to come middle and it gets taken away. All the way far side, opposite our vantage point. Finally back near side at the foot of Betulu. The crosser unsuccessful, but also the clear not as successful. Does not make it all the way across midfield. Just a couple of minutes left before we head to penalties. One of the most dramatic elements and most dramatic ways to send a team to a championship. Up the far side goes Matt Oval Academy. Tries to squeeze it through. Saunders with the extra pass, and the goal! Goal, counter goal, counter goal as Met Oval Academy reclaims the lead with just seconds to go in the match. It's now 3-2 for the Kings from Queens. That's number 14, Glenford Gentle III, who puts Met Oval Academy in front. Met Oval Academy content to try to work the clock, or are they? Taken back there by Lopez. And that'll do it. Final whistle blows in overtime. And Glenford Gentle III pushes Met Oval Academy U23 squad into the national finals on Saturday.
Met Oval Academy will play for the national championship on Saturday right here on field 4 at 4 p.m.
That'll be a 4 o'clock kickoff at Toyota Soccer Center. Tulsa will be sent to the consolation match at 1 p.m. A hard-fought, very tough match that started all in the second half, scoreless through the first half. A goal in the 60th by Saunders, and answer in the 84th by Abu Diallo for Tulsa. And then so much scoring in extra time. Maladze was able to get a score to push Metropolitan in front. Moments later, Kieran Winters answers with a goal of his own. But the final nail in the coffin was number 14, Glenford Gentle III, to push it to a 3-2 margin that results in your final score. Thanks so much for tuning in to this League from Clubs semifinal match. Final score in this one, the Met Oval Academy 3, Tulsa Athletic 2. We will be turning right around with another semifinal match right after this one. And that one will be found here on the National Soccer Network as well. Be sure to tune in for that. But for our very winded camera operator, Doug Arnold, I'm Zach Arnold, thanking you for tuning in to this production, and we'll see you all next time. Until then, have a great night.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.